Hello and welcome to Maths with Jacob. This lesson will focus on basic graphs in statistics. The area of statistics deals with data, surveys and graphs of various forms. The data is usually organised so that it becomes meaningful information. Ideally, useful conclusions can be drawn from this process. Let's have a look at an example. The following table shows how many pairs of shoes were sold in a shop over 3 days. So we have Friday, Saturday and Sunday. These are tally marks. We may have seen these before. And each stroke represents 1. And then after you do 4 strokes, you do a stroke across there, and that represents 5. So it's easy to count. So when you see a bundle like this with a stroke across, that gives you 5. So this must be 5, 10, 15, 20. And that's 5, 10, 15, 20 and 25. So they are the 3 amounts that were sold over the 3 days. Now the information in the table can be shown using the following graphs. So we can represent this information in various ways. The first one is a pictograph. And as the name implies, it's to do with pictures. So here we have Friday, Saturday and Sunday. Now we have to decide what picture to use. So if we are talking about shoes, it makes sense, or it's logical, to use a picture involving a shoe. So in other words, if we let one shoe represent 5 pairs, so Friday we sold 5 pairs, so there's 1 shoe. Saturday we sold 20, so that's 5, 10, 15, 20. So you have 4 shoes. And on Sunday you sold 25, 5, 10, 15, 20, 25. Let's make an observation. It is easy to observe that Saturday and Sunday were very popular buying days because most people do not work on weekends and can visit the shops. So that's probably the reason why those 2 days there were very popular with respect to the buying of shoes. Most people don't work on the weekend. The information can also be represented using a column graph. And as the name suggests, we use columns. So here we have the days on the horizontal line, and for the vertical we have the number of shoes going up by 5s. So if we remember, Friday was 5, Saturday was 20, and Sunday was 25. So each of these lines represents 5. Hence, that's why we draw the column graph this way. A divided bar graph basically looks like this. It's a very interesting way of doing it because you can quickly see the comparisons for the 3 days. And it's very clear to see that Friday we didn't have many sales. Okay, so you just divide the bar graph into equal segments. And then, for example, that's a 5 there. So this will be 5, 10, 15, 20. And that's 25. So it has to be very carefully constructed. I think you get the idea. It's quite a straightforward process. The pie graph is very, very useful also because, again, it shows in a pictorial manner, in a very colourful manner, how the 3 sections compare. And here we're talking about sectors. Okay, a sector is like a fraction of a circle, if you like. So we can see that Sunday was the most popular day, followed by Saturday and followed by Friday. Now in the next video we will see in more detail how the pie graph is used, and how some of the other graphs are used also, and how we construct them. But just for now, I just wanted to introduce the different graphs just to show you how the data that we saw in the table can be represented.